In this video, I'm gonna walk you through a simple 2-light setup to kind of create one of my favorite looks for engagement or maternity photographs. My name is Pi, and I'm one of the founders of Lynn and Jersa Photography and SLRLounge.com. We're teaming up with Adorama to bring you a new series of photography tutorials called Master Your Craft right here on Adorama TV. So let's dive in. What's up guys, my name is Pi. Welcome to Adorama TV. So in this video, I'm gonna quickly walk you through a simple 2-light setup. I use this a lot for engagement, for wedding, for maternity, all sorts of stuff. And it creates a really fun and interesting look. So let's get right into this. I'm actually here at Chapman. I have the lights already set up. I'll introduce you to our couple in just a moment. But what we have is starting with our main light. This is a Profoto A10. You guys can use whatever flashes you'd like, but it is just a standard like 70 watt second flash. So any flash is gonna work in this position. It's set to 10 because we are using high-speed sync, but we might kind of adjust around a little bit. I also have a grid on it, and it's placed on a mag shoe on a Manfrotto nano stand. So this is gonna be our primary light that's gonna be lighting up our subject. On this side, I've set up a second light. Now this second light is set to a different channel. So that one is gonna be on 2B or 2A, it doesn't really matter. Just set that one up to its own channel and its own group. This one is gonna be on another channel, and this is gonna be our rim light. So it's gonna be slightly behind. I have a grid on it as well so it doesn't kind of spill all over the place. And there's also a CTO gel on this one just to kind of create a slightly warmer look to that rim light. The background is this. I don't know what building, this is the Chapman Auditorium, okay? But I like the lines of it, the way it's gonna drop into our subject. So what I'm gonna do is, well, let's bring our couple in. So this is Salome and Chris. They are my actual clients. I photographed your guys' wedding, what was that, like 5 years ago?
Yeah, something like that, a couple years.
Something like that.
And now we're doing their maternity photos. So let's start with this. Salome, I want you to be in front. Or sorry, you're gonna be in back. Chris, you're actually gonna be in front right here. The way I like to set up this shot is kind of as a layered shot. So what we're gonna do is shoot through one person to kind of focus in on the other, and the light is lighting up that focus, the main person in the shot. So Salome, you're gonna be about right here. And I'd love for you to give me kind of like a little pose. Do what you do, you know, like whatever's comfortable, but kind of accentuate the belly and bring the knee in and one hand above, one hand below. There you go. Perfect. And scoot a little bit this way. There, right there. You can do all sorts of different compositions and kind of different looks with this. I'll shoot a couple, but you guys play and have fun with this. What I'm gonna do is bring Chris now in, and I want Chris to kind of look down into this side. There you go. And you're gonna kind of go chin down there. Bring the chin back to me a little bit more, Chris, right there. That's it. I like to do all this stuff without holding the actual camera in my hand. It makes it easier. I'm shooting on the Canon R5 with the 28-70. This is kind of my go-to, the 20-70 f2, and I have my remote on camera. Again, let's give it a look in terms of settings because our light has shifted a little bit since we started filming. So I'm gonna take a quick shot, working through kind of the camp framework that we always talk about. We think composition first. I've already got composition kind of dialed in. And what I'm gonna do is, this is the shot that I'm going for, but I'm noticing that Chris is a little bit maybe too big in frame. So Chris, you're gonna scoot back a little bit, right there. And Chris, scoot a little bit to the left, there. That's it. Perfect, okay. So compositionally, you can see I'm kind of framing them both inside the columns in the background, and I dig this overall look. Of course, you notice that it is quite dark. What I'm gonna do first is dial in ambient light. So we're gonna set this to 1/250th of a second. I think that'll take me out of high-speed sync. So now I no longer need to use high-speed sync on these, which would be nice. I get more power out of my flashes. Okay, I'm set to f2, 1/250th, and low ISO. We are shooting raw. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring the power down now. Let's take this main camera down to like the main flash, and let's give it a little test. Okay, one stop too bright, so I'm gonna go down to 7. On the back, I'm gonna take that one down 2. So right now it's at 8, I'm gonna go down to about a 6. I'll give you rough ideas of where that's at in just a second. Oh, that's perfect. So settings wise, a 6 is like, I'm gonna just guess here, 1/16 to like 132 power. This guy is around 1/16 power, okay? So just one stop brighter on this side. Remember, no gel, with gel. Now, you guys are doing perfect. I want you guys to smile a little bit. I love that, looking down to each side. That's perfect. That's freaking fantastic. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna zoom in with a little bit of a different composition. You can even get in close. I wanna make sure to kind of show, I'm cropping right at her thigh where it kind of drops in. Chris, widen the feet a little bit so you kind of drop down, and then look down a little bit more. There it is, right there. I love that soft smile. Salome, I want you to look up to Chris right now. There we go. We have some people coming through the back, so we'll wait for 1 second. That's it. Fantastic. Now, from here, we can just flip their kind of spots, right? So I'm gonna get a couple more shots. I'm gonna flip it. You guys can take a look at what they look like, but it's really fun. We get this really cool lit shot. That's great, Chris. I want you to kind of come down that side. Perfect. These guys are pros. They've been in front of my camera many, many times now. Chris, look to Salome now. Gorgeous. I love that. Now, one last quick adjustment. Before we're done with this, let's use that same lighting setup, but in a different pose. This time I'm gonna get a bit wider. What we're gonna do is, I'm actually gonna have Salome, you stand where Chris is. I wanna bring them together for this last shot, kind of create like a nice little epic. And Chris, you're gonna go slightly behind, so that way you're not blocking this light from landing on her. There it is. And I want you to kind of bring the hand to the belly, just slightly touching the belly. They're right in the center of this background. That's fantastic. The leg going across is perfect. Salome, kind of look this way and down to baby. That's great. And what I'm gonna do now is I have to make a little bit of adjustment. We're gonna go to 100 ISO and 1/250th for shutter and f2. This will also let me back off the flash just a little bit more. I'm gonna bring each flash down one more stop. Let's get a quick little test. That looks fantastic. I'm also gonna go up one more stop in ISO. That's it. So I have my highlight alert turned on just to make sure I'm not blowing anything out. I'm gonna bring this one down to 5.5. Again, we're dropping because the sun is setting and we're getting into dusk. We don't need a lot of power for this. So I can do this. I'm gonna shoot up close first. I love that. I love that smile. I'm gonna crop right there. Beautiful. Chris, go for a little peck on the forehead. Perfect. Just like that, guys. And I'm also gonna do this. I'm gonna back it up now and I'm gonna zoom in. And what this is gonna do is kind of compress them against this background. I am gonna have to Photoshop out the light stands, but that's gonna be really easy against a consistent backdrop like this one. Maybe I'll show you guys another quick trick too. I love that. Beautiful. Now, Jay, what I'm gonna have you do is remove the light stands from the frame real quick. I'm gonna take a quick plate shot. Let me just make sure everything is good. That's beautiful. That's it. That's it. Perfect. So the plate's gonna allow me to remove the background, the flashes from the background really easily, but you can see those final images, again, the exact same light setup. So one quick thing just to remember is once you have lights set up, don't just get one shot and kind of run, keep shooting, get different poses, move them around. Once the lights are set up, you can kind of just play with your subject and their placement, and you can get quite a few different looks from it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, we'd love for you, of course, to subscribe to the Adorama TV channel, give the video a like. I do read the comments, so comment below, let me know what you guys think. And in the meantime, if you guys want to follow me, you can find me at PieJirsa. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.